I am Ken Denman, CEO of emotient. We are a San Diego-based company, largely with the team from University of California, San Diego. We convinced 6 brilliant PhDs to leave en masse, bring their knowledge and go, chase commercialization of this technology that they've been working on for, in the more senior folks' case, up to 20 years. We do facial expression measurement, sentiment analysis. This is deep learning based, and all the other buzzwords. We are cloud-based solutions, software as a service, but it's fundamentally very unique, very hard science that has come forward to deliver phenomenal predictive results. And what are we going to do with this? Well, fundamentally, emotions drive spending. I think most people would agree with that. The fact of the matter is that we've not been able to get the real sentiment from people. If you do surveys, we all know people don't tell the truth, and it's not on purpose. They just have people have a hard time saying what they really mean. Myriad reasons for this, but the facial expressions, the expressions on your face, the micro expressions, tend to give us the actual gut reaction that's in your real heart. It's where you make your decisions from. This is founded on the work of Dr. Paul Ekman, who was on our technical advisory board, and our most senior folks started working with him as postdocs a long time ago. And we've been hard after history of automating this technology. So we analyze video. We literally scan the video, find the faces, process the faces for emotion, and on a winner-take-all basis, we make a decision. And we make a decision on every face in the field of view. The spec is 48 by 48 pixels in terms of the size of the face. So you can imagine with a 1080p, we get a lot of faces. To go to 4K, talking hundreds of faces. And we can make a decision on every single frame, every single face in the frame. We do anonymized aggregate analysis for places where people are in public settings, and obviously opt in where it needs to be. This is a quick demo. What you see is a Golden State Warriors game. We have a 300-foot shot across the court. This is an Adobe ad where they're taking the face of a person and putting it on the face of a player. This is one of the highly rated ads, we call it Sponsor Interactive. But the point is, up on the far left-hand side there, you see us actually measuring the faces of 70 to 100 people in real time, and then on every frame, and then aggregating this. So we know what the stimulus is, we know how people are reacting, and for the first time, we can give advertisers viewability and verification. And it's something that advertisers have always wanted. The old saying is, I know that I'm wasting 50% of my advertising spend, I just don't know which 50%. We can tell them. As I mentioned, co-founded with a group of really, really brilliant people from UCSD who are all still with us. In fact, we've added a couple of more of their students as they've done their defense and completed their PhD. The insights that we are delivering in a range of areas are pretty interesting. We're focusing on a narrow set right now, primarily ad copy testing, media testing, and audience response or crowd analytics. Excuse me. But there are myriad places we could go. We have some stuff in the back burner in the healthcare space, assessment of depression, bipolar, PTSD, as well as objective measurement of pain. Many other places we could go, but as a startup, you have to focus and put some points on the board. We are about $11 million in private funding. The seed round plus the A round. We'll be raising a B round within the next couple of months. Or we'll start the process in the next couple of months. Early customers include Procter & Gamble, Intel, who's also an investor, Intel Capital, but Intel, the commercial company, is a customer, Honda, and myriad of other companies growing rapidly. We actually just went GA on the software platform in March, and we've signed a number of customers in just that short period of time, most of whom are in beta with us already. The advantages are that this is a very objective and quantitative approach to something that heretofore has been fairly subjective, and this is the way of the world. Collecting data that we can collect now because of camera technology has advanced so far. Miniaturization, cost down, resolution up. At the same time, Moore's Law kicks along, and we have processing power. I can run our SDK on less than 1 core of my MacBook Air, but we can also put it in the cloud as we've done and drive hard. There'll be other applications where we run it locally on the edge, but initially we're focused on the software as a service model. As I mentioned, ad copy testing, crowd analytics are early targets, but we have some really good work going on in healthcare. You can think of legal. I mean, I kind of like being an arms dealer. If one side has it for deposition, then probably the other side has to have it. There's lots of really interesting places that we can go. In terms of the outputs, off of the emotion analytics software as a service, we have a mains kind of a business intelligence scorecard where we give attentiveness. So where the subject's actually viewing the content, and then emotional engagement. So a measure of how emotionally engaged the subjects were, and then finally sentiment, relative positive sentiment. Now there's tons of data below this, and I won't bore you with it, but it's an amazing array of data because we also track on every single frame and every single face the 7 basic emotions, plus frustration, confusion, plus the 22 action units, which are individual muscle movements of the face, as well as relative pose, angle, and range. So I could go on. The data, for companies who have data scientists and have other data that they want to correlate this information with, it is, almost, it's like nirvana for those folks. It's great to have those conversations. A new product we're announcing today actually is our ad panel. So if you have any content, you can actually, in an integrated way, we can integrate the content, whether it's an ad or any other media. We can position it within with a URL. We can position it out to an audience, out to a panel that you define, and have people opt in to view the content. We'll collect their sentiment, we'll aggregate the results, and we'll give you, so it's a panel, it's a survey panel, but a video survey panel that can be done relatively quickly, and certainly within 24 hours. Actually, our testing says more like 12 hours, you get a complete result, a complete panel result. Thank you very much.